What's up, everybody? On today's episode of The Fight Life, we have something special for you. Fight Life Media is 2 years old, and we are going to give you some of our favorite footage. We're taking a step back from the interviews so that you can see a lot of the work that we've done and our favorite pieces over the last 2 years. So without further ado, let's jump right into this.
Well, halfway through the second round, we had a pretty good clinch on each other. What happened was my cock actually got on the outside of my cup, and when he kneed me, pinched the fucking tip of my dick, and that just hurt so bad. I seriously thought it was like off. I thought it was gone for. There was no way to explain the pain. It was terrible.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy, 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 that's the bad guy. So, what I make you? What I make you?
Oh, I think it's more a rematch for King Velasquez, you know. For me, it's another fight.
What do you do when you punch the clock? You wear a uniform, suit and tie? So do I. Does your job have expectations? Rules to live by? So does mine. But 9 to 5 doesn't work for me. I'm my own boss. your free time, you come to my office to watch me work, to watch me live the fight life.
Everybody gets one chance to do something great. Most people never take the chance, either because they're too scared, or don't recognize it when it spits on your shoes. This is your big chance. You shouldn't let it go by. Someone's telling you something, kid. 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 If I was you, I'd listen. 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 If I was you, I'd listen.
What are your thoughts on that, or any advice you can give to some of the younger guys that are coming up about setting an exit strategy in place and actually, planning on the years past MMA?
Any information I'd give to a younger man is don't throw all your eggs in one basket. Just because you see us on TV doesn't mean we're millionaires. Like I live in the suburbs in Vegas, just like you or probably anybody else who lives out here with a family, I'm not raking in millions of dollars. I was on TV last Friday, it's just, I made a couple $1,000s in sponsorships, made a couple $1,000s to fight, and that's the reality. And the reality is you can only get about 3 to 4 fights a year. So you can only make so much money, and that's the reality. You can only make so much money, and you got to have something else to fall back on, a college education, even being a massage therapist, anything that can make like $500 a week. Because I'm not saying you won't be able to make enough money where you can invest in something and start your own business or something, but to think you're going to keep making that money after you're done fighting, it's not going to happen. I think that's what happens to the Shamrocks and some other people. You're making these decent paydays, getting sponsors, this, that, and the other thing, and then you're like, oh, I'm done. This money will last, and it doesn't because you're still spending it the same way. So, best bet is save your money, invest it, and just be smart. Don't waste it. Don't think you're a baller because you made $10,000 in one night. It's cool, but realize you're not going to fight for another 4 months. So, $10,000 every 4 months really isn't that much money.
That is something that a lot of people tend to overlook. Everybody considers the UFC to be the giant, but when it really does boil down to like viewerships and a lot of other things, you can't really compete with the Asian markets. So it is an excellent opportunity for you to blow up in MMA. I mean, people already know who you are, but in mixed martial arts, doing what that is. Let's talk a little bit about the game planning and transitioning, because like you said, you have that background in taekwondo, then boxing. Obviously, things like stances, footwork are completely different in all those different sports. So let's talk about your training.
Yeah, it's funny because with martial arts, they're different styles will have a certain core method, and you can find that same methodology in different arts. You just have to be experienced enough and just kind of be a little bit more versed in the martial arts to kind of see the threads of continuity. So everything is, as long as you can break something down into its basic element, it's readable. You know what I mean? So just with that said, I kind of feel like there's this quote that I just absolutely love from Miyamoto Musashi. I don't know if you're familiar with
Book of Five Rings.
Yes, Book of Five Rings. And he would say, to know one way is to know all ways. And, a couple years ago, I was talking with Eric about it. I was working jiu-jitsu back in 2009 because I was actually thinking of transitioning into MMA, but I ended up getting a call for a world title fight for boxing. I'm like, hey, let's do it. I won my first world title and it changed my life. So a few years later, here I am, just being able to make the transition. It's just, for me personally, I feel like I can see the lines, and it's all about to its root element of positioning. Can I get there before this other person? And I already know what this person's going to do because this is their style, this is their game. You have to be intuitive, and you have to be able to be very versatile, and you have to adapt on the moment, just like in boxing. So I feel like I have that ability into something like this.
What is it that motivates you? What is it that keeps you coming into the gym every day and staying in the sport as long as you have? What is it that you fight for?
Perfection. I want to be perfect at what I do. So if I can't do the punch perfectly straight or whatever, I get really frustrated. Like, I have to be perfect. So, I have not achieved that yet, so I'm going to keep fighting until I can satisfy myself.
For me, fighting, it's my nature. You're born, and it's like a germ. You don't choose like, I'm going to be a fighter. It chooses you. You wake up and you got no choice. You just have to do it. It's like a fish needing to swim.
I've been fighting competitively for 15 years, and honestly, man, the whole time it's been like it's the only thing I know. It's the only time I feel like I'm in control of myself. I feel like, it's the only aspect that I really decide whether or not I'm going to do well or fail miserably at. And, you know, to be able to have a feeling of control like that over something is definitely enough to keep pushing you towards anything.
Hey, I'm Justin Driggers, the Gravedigger Driggers, fighting out of Extreme Couture and One Kicks Gym out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Extreme Thing 2012 Music Festival. Come out, guys. It's going to be a great fight. I'm fighting Christian Flower. He's fighting out of his garage. I'm going to smash on this guy, guys. So come out, buy a ticket. Tickets are $20. Extreme Thing, Desert Breeze Park. Come. It's going to be a great fight, man. I'm a Thai boxer, and I'm going to keep it standing. And hopefully I get the knockout. First round.
All right, everybody, we want to thank you guys for watching our 2-year anniversary show. Hope you enjoyed some of the coolest stuff that we thought we got over the last 2 years. But until next time, without you, there is no us, and you are Fight Life Media.